Welcome to On the Square with Councilman Johnson. This is January 2024, and there's some things I'd like to say before we get to our guest, Angela Lucky, who is the president of the NAACP, and Tina Mallett, who's part of the NAACP as well. Things I'd like to talk about right now is the winter solstice was December 21st, 2023, and that is the shortest day of the year as far as daylight. The spring equinox comes March 19th, 2024, the first day of spring where everything is new. So what I've noticed thus far this year, I'm not hearing a lot of people say Happy New Year. And I'm wondering why. Are they becoming just a little bit curious about why are we saying Happy New Year in the winter and not Happy New Year in the spring when everything is new, fresh, coming up again? It's just something to think about. We're in the age of the Aquarius, the age of the awakening, and information and the truth is coming out about different things. And I'm not sure if you had the opportunity to watch the Cat Williams and Shannon Sharp video on YouTube. I'll check this morning, that's been 14 million views within 2 days. And it's still counting because yesterday when I started watching, there was 9.8 million. By the time I finished, there was 10 million. So people are watching that video. And I encourage you to go and just see what Cat has to say with Shannon. It's a really good video. Cat, along with others, have said about 2024, the truth is going to come out. So the truth is going to come out, and Cat put out the tea and brought the receipts, and people are now on Facebook talking about what's going on with that. So I'm going to ask everybody what I'm going to call for the 2024, including myself. I'm calling it the truth revealing, and I'm looking forward to spreading the truth about what's really been going on. So get your popcorn ready. Until then, let's get this show going. I'd like to welcome our guest, Angela Lucky with the NAACP. Welcome, Angela, to the show.
Thank you, and Happy New Year's to you, Councilman Kurt Johnson. And hey, the studio looks great, and it's always an honor to be able to come on the square with Councilman Kurt Johnson. And just want to say, you're doing a wonderful job in the city of Grand Prairie.
Thank you.
And we really appreciate all your hard work that you're doing in the community and in the city of Grand Prairie.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, let's talk about MLK. We have a fantastic celebration for MLK here in Grand Prairie. We're going to kick it off on Friday for our MLK Awards Gala. And just to give you a little bit of history about the NAACP and why we think it's so important to continue to honor and celebrate the Dr. Martin Luther King holiday and our celebration in Grand Prairie. As you know, that in 1986, it became a federal holiday. And prior to that, in 1986, the city of Grand Prairie was not celebrating or even honoring or acknowledging the federal holiday. So the Grand Prairie NAACP, when the holiday would come around, we organized and we had a peaceful march, and we had an opportunity to bring the city of Grand Prairie together. And by doing that, we started our own MLK parade, and it is still going on here in the year of 2024. So over at the Epic Recreation Center, starting on that Friday, we have some fantastic leaders in all three of our counties that touch Grand Prairie: Dallas County, Tarrant County, Ellis County, that we will be giving awards to on Friday night at the MLK Gala. We also will give a tribute to our late Congresswoman Eddie Bernice Johnson, who served District 30 from the time of the forming of the seat and had recently not ran in the last election. And you know, our Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett now represents District 30. So we have a wonderful tribute for Congresswoman Eddie Bernice Johnson. I'm going to turn it over and allow Ms. Mallett to talk about some of the things to expect there for this weekend.
Great. Ms. Mallett.
Hello and Happy New Year to you both. It's an honor to be a part of this amazing organization with the NAACP. I'm very grateful that Angela afforded me the ability to be able to do the marketing and the public relation piece to this event. To speak to the Friday Night Leadership Awards Gala, we're going to be bringing in some community leaders, and one of them I'm extremely proud of, which would be you.
Thank you there.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Councilman Johnson, it's an honor to be able to honor you for your hard work in the community. We also that will also include a few people, like Mayor Rachel Proctor will be one of the honorees. I think Jasmine Crockett, a lot of people, city school district leaders will, I think their school district leaders will also be honored. It's going to be a big deal. I think that it's great that so much emphasis is placed on acknowledging people that are making these type of commitments to the community. Like, I have a marketing company and I work and I do my thing, but these people get in the trenches and make things happen with law and order and make it easy for me to do my job. So I'm very grateful to serve in this capacity. Also on Saturday, it's going to be a free event. It's a health and wellness and business expo. So vendors can come and set up for free. The Epic Theater will provide tables and chairs for those vendors. There will be food, giveaways, panels. We have panels speaking on nutrition, health and wellness, entrepreneurship, and fitness. So it's going to be very knowledgeable. You know, health is wealth. And so I think that it's going to be empowering on Saturday. So all of those things will lead us into the main event, which will happen, I believe, on Monday, Angela?
Yes.
So we're just excited. I'm excited. My brand is excited to be associated with something so big. This is a big deal to me. What you do for the community is a big deal. Miss Lucky, what you have done over many decades, you've given your time
Thank you.
to our community, and I'm very grateful to be able to serve you in this capacity.
Thank you.
And I just want to say, the NAACP, I'm a lifetime member of the NAACP.
Okay.
Former president of this branch that Miss Lucky is heading up now. I'd like to say also thank you, Miss Lucky, for having the courage to stand up for what you know what is right and put on a program like this for the community. Majority of the cities don't have an MLK parade. And correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that this is the largest MLK parade in the Metroplex. If not, it's probably the second largest one. And in each year we've had one within the city, and the city has provided you the support. And for me, it's very exciting to see the kids out there. When we're driving by, throwing the candy out to them, they're very excited and thankful to show that, hey, we're recognizing a great man that led the community within this nation. I don't want to really say black community, the African American community, the Negro community, because we've been labeled with so many tags. You know, he's led the community within America, meaning that everyone quotes Dr. King. There's something we've all learned from Dr. King, and I've always believed, don't judge me on the content, on the color of my skin, but the content of my character. And if everyone can just take that and learn from that, it's not about skin, it's not about color, it's about your character. And what you ladies have done is really tremendous, and I appreciate it. You'd like to speak a little bit more about the parade on Monday?
Oh, most definitely. And, you know, Nobel Peace Prize honoree winner, you know, that has volume to Dr. Martin Luther King. And there has been so many great leaders that have paved the way here in Grand Prairie, that have been in the trenches, that have been the voice for people that did not have voices, to have their concerns heard here in Grand Prairie. Like our Miss Sally Moore, some of the people that are still here living in Grand Prairie. And the late Ruthie Jackson, who was also a councilwoman for the city of Grand Prairie, that helped pave an opportunity for NAACP to be able to bring the community together, bring families together. And like yourself, Councilman Johnson, leading up the NAACP during your tenure, just making sure that we had a platform and that we were able to do our MLK parade and program on that Monday, January the 15th. We have partnered with the federal law enforcement agencies. We have partnered with our local Grand Prairie Police chief and his officers, Chief Sesame. What to expect? We will have a parade The mayor of Grand Prairie, Mayor Jensen, will be proclaiming that January the 15th is the MLK Day in the city of Grand Prairie. At the Liberty Bell, we have more than 80 entries that have registered for the MLK parade. So this is a large parade. It's one of the largest parade, if not the largest parade in the Metroplex here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We will have our special agents in charge of Secret Service. The special agent in charge, Zach Wolf, will be giving remarks at the program on Monday. We have our FBI SAC. We have our ATF SAC. We have our DEA SAC. We have Homeland Security. We have a police chief. We have our elected officials. We have community leaders. So to have everyone there that Dr. King dreamed of, bringing everyone together, it speaks about the city of Grand Prairie. It's a melting pot now. It's about embracing diversity. So you'll be able to bring the family out, bring the children out. There will be plenty of entertainment. There will be lots of throwing candy to the children. They're always excited. The parade would end at Dalworth Recreation Center. We have a planetarium where children will be able to go in the planetarium to be able to experience NASA, to be able to jump, to be able to know what it feels like to be an astronaut. We have speakers. We have vendors. We have so much to where this is an opportunity for families to come out, bring your children, learn more about the Dr. Martin Luther King, his legacy, his timeline of event. We have an art exhibit on our Friday night, Saturday night, and even on Monday. We have a timeline of Dr. Martin Luther King. So if you want to have that experience, I would say come to the city of Grand Prairie, because Grand Prairie, it's a free event. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have free food. We even have free MLK t-shirts that we're giving out to the people that attend. So we're just excited.
Well, since you brought up the word free, let's go back to Friday night event. I'm sure that event is not free. Could you give more information about what time it starts, where it's going to be at, and what's the cost, and how can you get tickets?
Yes, I can. The Leadership Gala is not free. The general admission is $30, and I believe the VIP is sold out, but if it's not, they're $50 for those tickets. Vendor space there would be $100 for that evening. So it's a little bit more, I think we're going to have food there. We'll have light bites there, and we'll have a cash bar. It'll be more of a mixer type celebration in honor of the leadership honorees.
And what time was that on Friday?
And it's going to be, the red carpet will start at 6 p.m. sharp. And the actual gala will start on stage at 7 p.m. And it's going to go from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay.
Jay Cruz, he's K104, he's going to be hosting that event for us.
All right.
And then we have 97.9 The Beat hosting the red carpet. A lot of our local media, news and radio journalists and personalities are supporting this event this year and many years to come. We want to get our communities involved in this. And so we have a lot of people coming out to support that evening.
So, are you saying that I get to walk the red carpet on that day?
And you get to talk about the great things that you've done, because they're going to ask you.
All right, sounds like a winner. Now let's go to Saturday. What time does the event begin and ends on Saturday?
It's from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay.
And there'll be, every hour, there will be a panel inside of the Epic Theater taking place, just educating on nutrition, health and wellness, business, entrepreneurship, lots of things. But that'll be happening at the same time as lots of vendors and giveaways are taking place as well.
And if I'm listening to this and I'm a vendor, how do I reach out to find out, hey, I'd like to be a vendor if I'm not on the list already? Where would I go?
Well, you can actually go to the City of Grand Prairie webpage with Parks and Recreation. Our vendor list is there. Or you can go to the school district. We have a Google Doc, and you can actually go online and you can actually register online to be a vendor. And there's absolutely no cost for the vendors. to set up on that Saturday. We also have a math science expo for the children on that Saturday as well. And we have a mental health panel. So it's a great time to start the New Year's off with just getting your mental state intact. So we have some experts that'll be there speaking about our mental health, but all of this will take place on Saturday.
Okay, and the parade on Monday, what time does the parade begin?
The lineup will start at 9 o'clock, and the parade will start at 10 a.m. Lineup will be right here in front of the City Hall of Grand Prairie, and that parade will move at 10 a.m.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to know for the audience to know about what's going on for the MLK weekend that you ladies have put together? Well, I would just say this here then, since we got some silence. My theme for 2024 is that the city been around for 160 years, and we're still making progress for equality for everyone. And my whole thing has always been about, let's just make it fair. We just need to be fair. And I appreciate you ladies coming on to the show, offering something for the community. And it's not just for a black or brown or white, it's for everyone. And having a parade and offering vendors a free booth, that speaks volumes to me, how we're trying to help out the small business owners, people who are trying to get involved within the community, because the city has a lot to offer. You just need to reach out to your council member and ask them how can they help you with your small business, and see where they can go from there. Yes, Ms. Lucky, you have something else?
And I was just going to echo on that about the city being around for 160 years. Also in the parade, we do have a part in our parade to where we have marches. They march for peace. They're silent marchers, and because we know that there are still things that we're working on to just get better here as a whole for the city of Grand Prairie. Just embracing everyone diversity and just making sure everyone that live in the city of Grand Prairie have the same quality of life and equal opportunities.
Sounds like a winner to me. Ms. Mallett, you have anything else to say before we close the show?
No, I just want to thank you for affording us the platform and the opportunity to speak about the MLK Parade and its importance. And I look forward to watching you receive your award on Friday.
Well, I appreciate that. Well, with that being said, I'm about to conclude the show. 160 years the city's been around, and we're still making progress. Without the right leadership, we're not sure where we would be if we didn't have the most recent changes. And I'm all for change and for fairness. What I'm going to say right now is get your popcorn ready, because 2024 is going to reveal the truth about what's been really going on. With that said, thank you for watching the show with Councilmember Kurt Johnson.